welcome to this Prep for Walkovers class as part of Stretch Further. As by the name of the class, this class is basically working towards making sure you've got the prerequisites for a backward and forward walkover minus the handstand part. So we're mainly focused on the back bend element, the bridge element, and the kind of being able to lift your leg in a bridge element. For today's class, you're going to need some yoga blocks and you're going to need some form of band. Whether that's a resistance band, whether that's a dressing gown tie, anything that you can tie your foot into, alright? You are going to need that for this class. Also probably some wall support, and if you want to use a chair to make the bridges and back bends a little bit easier for you, you can also do that as well. So we're going to start with our warm up, and today we're just going to start with a little bit of work with our wrists. So knuckles together for me, elbows to the ground, driving up, try and straighten the arms and down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Flip the hands round, rock backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm, hold in that reverse position. Try and push the elbow, and you're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, gently push, lean back. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Grab your band. I want you to loop it over your mid-back and over your mid-back, trap the band underneath your two hands. And again, I'm not having much luck here, am I? And we're going to do some banded cat-cows. So, sink your belly button to the floor, let the band push your spine down. Keep contact with the band, round, and push the spine away. Good, back down. And up. That's 2. Down, down. And up for 3. Down. And up for 4. Down. And 5. Lovely. You can just put that band to one side. We're just going to do some thoracic rotation. Think about pulling that elbow up as high as you can. Back down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally 5. Good. Go down onto your stomach, grab your block. We're going to do arch lifts, so holding the block in our hands to make sure our arms stay the right distance apart. Try and squeeze the legs together, but it's okay if they come slightly apart. Dead straight arms, we're going to lift for 10. 1, 2, try and get as high as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arms into the chest, push back, open up through the stomach, roll it back. One more time, round, push forwards, open up through the stomach, and push back. Good, grab your band again. You're going to loop one around your foot, just one foot, and you're going to put it behind you. You're going to keep hold of it with the same arm that's in front, all right? So, as the foot goes down, the arm comes up. Keep the top arm straight, push through the hand that's on the floor. and then you bring it back down again. Push up for 2, and down. Push up for 3, and down. 4, final one. 5, and down. Change your band over for me, onto the other foot, onto the other arm. Good, so remember, start with the foot up, then we drive the foot down to the floor, we pull up, back down. 1, 2, my band slipped, it's okay, we're going to roll with it. 3, 4, and 5. Lovely. Okay, you can let that go. We're going to just move into our hip flexors. We're going to do some rocks in a couch stretch. So set yourself up in a long lunge, and we rock forwards into the long lunge and back. 5 like this. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to do another 5 where we let the arms come up and we look backwards. Try not to just crunch in the lower back. Try to think about lifting up and back, okay? So down, up and reach, and bring it back. 1, 2, good. Really squeeze the back glute. 3, 4, one more time, and 5. You're going to change. So in this warm-up, we actually only need to do 1 set because quite a lot of what we're doing today is back bend heavy. So we're just doing 1 set, focusing on opening up all those areas. So the abs, the chest, the hips, and then strengthening and activating the glutes, the upper back and the shoulders. So again, just 5 normal rocks into the lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the added arm lift. Push up and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. And 5. Okay guys, bring both legs forwards, rock out through the back. So curl yourself up, tighten a ball, rock forwards and backwards. The final part of this warm up, we're going to do back bridge push-ups. So starting at the bottom, push into the bridge, open out the shoulders, bring it back down, push back up again. We're going to do 5 reps. We don't have to do this to my count, do it in your own time. Every time we push up, we're opening the chest a little bit more, opening the shoulders a little bit more as well. So get yourself ready. If you want to use yoga blocks under your feet or under your hands, you can absolutely do so. So 5 bridge push-ups. You can go and tap the head or come back down to the starting position every time, whichever you prefer. Ready? Push 1 and down. Push 2 and down. Push 3. Squeeze the bum. 4. One more time. 5. And relax. Okay. That's our warm-up done. Hopefully we've prepped everything that we need to ready to get into this first superset. Now this first superset you are going to need some wall space because we are going to do wall walks. Now this is obviously going to depend on how comfortable you feel. Remember, you don't have to go all the way to the floor. You can just go as far as you are comfortable with. But what we are going to do is we are going to stand here. Let's see if I manage to not turn my light switch off. Stand a distance away from the wall that you feel comfortable with. If you feel comfortable to start in a standing and reach back, you can. If not, you can already place one hand on the wall behind you and reach one arm backwards. You're going to walk your hands down the wall to the floor if you can, or just to where you feel comfortable. Try and push armpits against the wall, 2, 1. Walk yourself back up to standing. 4 reps, okay? Lift up through the body, reach back, walk down. Open, and back up. Good, that's 1. We're going to do 3 more of those. Things you might notice, heels might want to come off the floor. Try and keep heels down for me. Legs might need to go further apart to start with. You can work on bringing them closer together. Arms, I'm not too bothered if they're straight or bent on the wall. Just make sure when you get to the bottom, hands nice and flat, big push. So, 3 more times. Deep breath up, arms back, pull tall, and reach. Two. Take your time, breathe. Back again. We are only doing this 1 more time, so make these reps, doing this once, so make these reps count, all right? Deep breaths in, reach back, pull tall, squeeze your bum. One more time, okay? Deep breath in, reach tall, squeeze the bum. Good, guys. Okay, take it back to the floor. Allow you to just roll out the spine. Good. You can take a seated straddle and you can reach one arm over. Try and open the chest as much as possible to get a stretch through the lower back. Bring it up, other side for me. Remember, try and rotate the chest as much as possible to get as deep into that hip. Bring it up. Take it to standing. Now, this isn't part of the back bending, but to be able to kick over forwards or backwards, we need to be able to lift our hip flexors with a straight leg. Sometimes we can bend this when we're learning, but the goal is to keep it straight. So what we're going to do, just to give our lower backs a bit of a break, we're going to do 5 reps, straight leg lifts, try and hold for 5 seconds. Okay, so core engaged, dead straight bottom leg, lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change legs. Lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Okay, guys, down to the floor again. Keeping on that theme of leg lifts in the air, we're going to do some single leg glute bridges with our leg in the air. So the aim is that we have strong glutes and we're used to lifting the leg. So drive that heel into the floor, keep the leg high and lift, lift, lift as high as you possibly can back to the floor. And again, lift for 2. Back down. Lift for 3. Back down. Keep going, lift for 4. And down. Final time, lift for 5. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Bend the leg. Change it over. Let's go. Lift high as you can with the hips. And down. Lift for 2, high as you can. And down. Lift for 3. And down. Lift for 4. And down. Lift for 5. And down. Perfect. Okay. Second part that's going to involve the back bending. We're going to get into a bridge. We're going to see if we can do single leg lifts. Doesn't have to be high. Can be high if you want to. But just seeing if we can support ourselves in a bridge with one leg in the air. We're going to do 5 lifts. Bring it down. No holds. Okay? So if you want to do this with your feet elevated, you absolutely can. If you want to do this with your hands elevated, you absolutely can. Let's just see where we're at. This is all prep for kickovers, all right? So get yourself into a bridge position. I am going to count, but feel free to do this in your own time. Try and keep feet flat on the floor if you can, all right? So deep breath in. Push to a bridge. 1 leg, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it down. Good. 1 leg over. Stretch out that lower back. Now guys, personally, back bends are not my favourite. I've struggled with back injuries ever since I quit gymnastics when I was 16. So I'm right there with you. But these things only get better when we practice, and I've been doing backward walkovers since forever. But you forget sometimes the technique and, you know, all that went into it to make it so beautiful. And that's what we're doing right now. So we're going to go back up to our bridge after this set. Make sure you change legs and stretch out the other side. Do our other leg bridge, then we're going to take it back to standing. And we're going to do our standing leg lifts again, alright? Okay. Bring it back to the middle. We're going back to our bridge this time. You're going for the other leg, okay? Make sure you've got a nice strong core. Make sure you really squeeze your bum, especially the leg that's on the ground. Keep trying to push the shoulders over the hands, but we'll marry those things up as we get better. So deep breath in. 5 leg lifts, okay? Big push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it down. Good. We're going to go straight back up. This time, back into those leg lifts. Alright, so core engaged, pull up nice and tall. We're lifting for 1, for 2, 3, 4, and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down, back to the floor, back to the single leg glute lifts with leg in the air. So squeeze your bum, lock out this top leg, drive. 4, 1. 2, get those hips up as high as you can, don't rush. 3, 4, and hold it. 5, 4, push. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, change legs. Let's go. Lift for 1, and down. Lift for 2, and down. Lift for 3, and down. Lift for 4, and down. Final time. Lift for 5. Hold high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lovely stuff, guys. Okay, to finish up this class, we're just going to stretch out our chest and our shoulders, again using the wall. So we have 2 variations we're going to do. Variation 1, we're just going to have our arms straight up against the wall. We're going to have our legs straight behind us. Now this can feel a little bit crunchy in your lower back, so if you want to put a yoga block underneath the hips, you absolutely can. You want to get yourself close enough to the wall so that both arms can go up to the sky and you can press your armpits in to the wall. We're going to hold here, try to keep the bum squeezed. Squeeze your bum, push in. Look to the sky. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ease yourself out of that position. Stay on your hands and knees. Drop your hips towards the floor and then tilt onto one side. You should get a bit of a stretch through the hip into the lower back. And then change sides. Good, okay. Grabbing your yoga blocks for variation number 2. This time, instead of hands on the wall, we're going to have elbows on the wall. You can also do this with a roller. It's a little bit tricky because you have to make sure that the yoga blocks stay still. So this time, elbows go on the wall or on your blocks. Hips go back down to the floor. Elbows on. And drive them into the wall. I say use yoga blocks because it's comfier on the wall. Good, and then drive yourself down. Hold. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, guys. Bring yourself back up. And that is your final class of Stretch Further complete. I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.